I want it safe for my children and for everybody else's children. So I started a group for mental health and addiction. It has roughly 1,200 members right now. I blog my story in there about everything leading up to current time. And that kind of brings me to where I am now. I'm a community support worker for Elevate NWO. It's a harm reduction organization out of Thunder Bay. So I'm accountable to them, but I get my supplies through the health unit. I go around because as I don't know if everybody knows, but homeless doesn't look the same in Dryden as it does in Kenora. In Dryden, it's very much couch surfing. Like, we don't have the tent cities. We don't have, mass mounds of needles like I've seen on your rant and rave page. It's a much different look here. It's very hidden, but it's very alive and it's very prevalent. For the majority of people I work with, when I open the door, it's literally like walking into Vancouver. It's like literally like just walking from Dingwall Parkway to East Hastings Street. It's just, there's so much, there is these crazy amounts of drugs. And the biggest one, I was dealing with meth a lot, and now the biggest one that's came up is down, which is carfentanil. I overdosed myself back in the summer. I went to let somebody use my phone for court purposes. I had absolutely zero intentions on using. I don't recall, I don't even recall using, to be honest. I just recall waking up and being very sick because of the Narcan. So that leads me to the safe injection site, and why I personally think that it's needed. And I'm going to tell you a little story about just yesterday, what I witnessed. Yesterday it was, or not yesterday, pardon me. This would have been Thursday, Friday, pardon me. I went to Shoppers Drug Mart. It was literally minus 40 with the wind chill. In between the building and there's a garage for them or whatever, there's a little walkway, a little wall. And there was a girl in there. It's minus 40 below. She's got her jacket off and she's just jabbing herself over and over and over again. There's blood dripping all over the ground. I can't let them into my vehicle to, I can't have like that biohazard material in. I did stay with her for until she was able to hit herself and make sure that she was going to be okay. But this is right outside Shoppers Drug Mart. It wasn't fentanyl, it was morphine, or hydromorphs, but regardless, the fact remains that this woman literally walked out the door and in 40 below weather sat there and cooked up a pill and started to inject herself. So some of the huge reasons that we need the safe injection site, it reduces ODs for one. Some of the places I go to, they have 6 overdoses in a day in one house. It's craziness. I get 20 Narcan kits. I take them out. As quick as I give them out, they're gone, and people are calling me for more. It's insane. So it will help reduce ODs. It's safe, it's clean, it's a secure place with trained professionals and peers that also understand what's going on. It reduces the visibility to the public in the instance of like the girl I'm talking about. It connects with referrals so that referrals can be made for mental health, housing, OW, court, whatever, wherever they may be in their life, meet them there. meet them at where they're at. Um, Again, like I said, it would provide wound care, that kind of stuff. It would help reduce the transmission of HIV, Hep C, transmissible diseases. Um, it keeps supplies off the street so they're safely disposed of. So sometimes when I return needles from one house, I'll get 7,000 needles in like a week, five, maybe 6 days, 7,000 needles I'll get from one house. And I there's 5 that I frequent on a regular basis. So that's like I'm bringing in like tens of thousands of needles in a month. Um, um, it reduces risk to the community and makes open consumption more easily discouraged. So if it's not seen, it helps people to, I guess, not want to use. Um, and there's less calls to the police and the ambulance. Our police and our ambulances are so overran with these overdoses and these drug calls, because like in our community we have nothing. We have no shelter. We have no detox. We have nothing. We have the women's shelter, but we have nothing here. The only thing that we have is the police and the hospital, so it would free them up. um, and it would just be, like I said, it would just be a safe spot for them to go and to use. And I really think that the stats show that we need this. It kind of makes me wonder, right? Before Christmas, they had put out this study in Dryden here, or this, not study, but a article that they were, KDSB and the city was all hopeful that the homeless population was going to be down and blah, blah, blah. They had done all this work and it was going to be. And then the night came for everybody to go to the thing. And then all of a sudden they were doing There's No Place Like Home campaign because they realized how dire straits we're in. So I guess with all of that being said, um, I know I don't have a lot of time and I've probably overspoke my time already, but these are very, very important pieces in putting a person's life back together. This isn't just a place to just go shoot up. This could be the place that makes that connection for someone to get their children back, get a place so that they get, first and foremost, they don't have a house, no stability. They can't go to school, they can't work, they can't get their children back. So let's get them some housing. Let's help them connect. So it's not just a place just to do drugs. There's people with wounds I see all the time. The health unit gives me these little tiny wound kits, and I myself have home care for an ulcer on my foot. I bring my own supplies with me because I see these abscesses on some of these girls that they're just incredible. They're enormous. I'm worried they're going to get infected. They're going to turn septic. They don't go and have them checked. Like, that could mean the difference between someone's life or death. Like, it's very hard to reason with someone that's on drugs that they need to go to the hospital and have their leg looked at because they've been shooting up into it. And you know um, I should mention, at these safe injection sites, nobody is allowed to inject you except for yourself. You have to do it yourself, but there is trained professionals there that will help you find a site so that you're not poking over and over and over again. So, some people have, difficult veins. So, yeah, I guess with all that being said, that's kind of my pitch. I'm more than welcome to any questions if you guys have anything. If you think I missed anything, please let me know. And yeah, just start firing them at me.
Thank you very much, Shawna. Thanks for sharing your story. I think, you know, you're watching the journey of others, but you've already walked it and are continuing to walk that. And we're very, very, with gratitude, we're saying thank you for sharing your story with us, and the work that you're doing. So I will open up for questions.